Hello there, I am DreamCraftWD with my Dream Dove character, and today in Lost Ark Tomes we will be checking how to get all hidden stories from the Rethramis Tome. The hidden stories, besides giving insight on the characters and town life, will also increase your virtues. In the Rethramis Tome we have 7 hidden stories. The Hidden Past of Varut will increase your charisma by 1. The Truth of a Drunk will increase your wisdom by 1. Burnt with Love increases your charisma as well by 1. The Cursed Gravekeeper will increase your courage by 1. Korumba's Cat will increase your kindness by 1. A Knight in Shining Armor and Sunflowers for My Love both increase charisma by 2. If you are just missing a specific hidden story, check the description below so that you can jump directly to the minute where we talk about it. So let's start with the Hidden Past of Varut. Varut is Brideholm's priest, so let's go to Brideholm's Cathedral, past the nave and head straight for the sanctuary. Behind the panels you will find a faded letter written many years ago by Varut himself.
I'm going to confess my love for her today. If she rejects me, I shall become a priest, and will never gaze upon her again.
Well, I guess we know how the story went. So becoming a priest was not a vocation, but a decision made by a sheepish, broken-hearted boy. The Truth of a Drunk can be found at the old cathedral ruins in Untitled Mountain. As all the triports are very far from here, the best way is for you to come from Log Hill. You can use the Traveler's Nook triport and go up north. As you enter Untitled Mountain, just go straight ahead until you reach the old cathedral ruins. Then, past the stone blocks and the people moving to your right, up to where the old cathedral pillars are still standing. In the middle of the debris, you will find a partial burned letter.
We enjoyed the journey. The kids loved it too. However, we ran into a demon. You should cut down on your drinking, and I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and see our child.
The letter was written by the drunken man's wife, and it seems that it is a goodbye letter, wishing he would stop drinking and saying sorry for not being able to protect their child from the demon, and deciding to take her own life to be with them. It can be that the demon she is talking about is the plague, or now that we know that the plague was started by demons, maybe she really encountered one. What it is certain is that the giggles from the drunken man are his way of covering his sorrow. Let's now go to Rethramis border for the Burnt with Love hidden story. You go to the Regria Monastery triport and head south, or go to the Border Watch triport in the Ankuma mountain right north to the Rethramis border, and then continue northwest until you find the burning caravans. Turn to your left and continue till you reach the end of the map. Reach through the flames of the burning caravan there to find the chariot's remains of what appears to be a frog. There is a melted ring hanging from its little neck. As these were merchant Vanna's wares, I would suspect he is the man mentioned in the tome, and this was his bizarre but pure-hearted and true relationship. Or perhaps he believed the frog would turn into a beautiful princess with a true love kiss. Guess we will never know. For the Cursed Gravekeeper, we will need to go to the graveyard in Rethramis border. The closest triport is the Regria Monastery. Leave the monastery by the west door and head straight to the graveyard. Once you pass the gates, start going northeast close to the graveyard walls until you see some small gravestones on your right side. Clean the one closest to the wall or rocks and you will find some ominous letters engraved.
Ouch! Ow! It hurts! Is it because I read the Rethix book? Is it a crime to find a way to overcome death? Disgusting hypocrites! I, Rudik, shall return again, and when I come back, I'll get my revenge on all of them.
And it seems that after being executed by the chapter of holy priests, Gravekeeper Grudik did in fact succeed in coming back. Although he returned without memories or feelings, Hollow has an empty vessel. Let's head back to Prideholm for our next hidden story, Korumba's Cat. Just go down to the southeast corner of the town, past the farms, and by the end turn to enter the left one. Go straight ahead to the tombstone that is there on the left side of the farmhouse. There's a small grave behind the farmhouse. Korumba's brother Nero died from a contagious disease. There is a mark left by a small cat that once sat on the grave. Korumba's cat is called Nero, and when you see them together, they seem like they are brothers. Could his cat be the reincarnation or be possessed by his brother's soul? Whatever it is, at least Korumba is not alone. The next hidden story, A Knight in Shining Armor, is made of 3 parts, and to get them you should follow their order. First go to Traveler's Nook Tripod at Log Hill. Go in a diagonal northeast to a fence with a rope on the floor in front of it. On the rope you will find a letter in the sun.
Rebecca, how are you? I'm finished in Log Hill and about to leave. I wanted to send you some small flowers, but I couldn't find the time. I'll see you under the maple tree at the foot of Unkumo Mountain.
The rendezvous point indicated on the letter is the clue to where to find the next part of the story, so get your mount out and let's head over to Unkumo Mountain. As you enter, you will find some guys lying on the floor suffering from the plague. Go to the bushes next to them to find another letter.
Rebecca, I'm picturing you in my mind as I write the second letter to you. You were 10 when I left. You must have grown into a young lady by now. I am almost finished up in Unkumo Mountain and getting ready to leave. There are many wooden soldiers at the border, so that's where I'm going. When I'm done there, I'll be ready to go back to Prideholm. Even though it's been 6 years, I hope you'll remember me.
Again, the clue to where to find the last part of the story is included here. He went to help the wooden soldiers at the border, so head up to makeshift infirmary in Rethramis border. The quickest way would be to teleport to the Regria Monastery tripod. Leave the monastery by the east door, turn left, and at the bifurcation turn right. Go to the south side of the makeshift infirmary, and behind some patients in the rocks next to the handcart you will find some medicinal herbs and discover the end of this story.
As we approach the pharmacy, a fat, bald-headed, middle-aged man suddenly stepped in front of us.
Did you come to help tend to the patients? Good. I also have been busy helping my wife.
Behind him I saw a woman, presumably his wife, moving about busily, tending to the patients. Soon the middle-aged man ran off to help her. Becca just stares into space.
It seems that his work at Rethramis border never finished, and he just restarted his life there, never returning to Prideholm. Becca never forgot him and went to search for him, just to get heartbroken seeing that he was happy without her in his life. And we reach our last hidden story, Sunflowers for My Love. This story is also made of 3 parts, and to get them you should follow their order. The first part of this story can be obtained at Prideholm. Go to the first house on the road that leads to the farmhouses. Inspect the vine by the door to discover the first part.
Honey, I'd love to have some sunflowers by our garden.
Why are you so fickle? The other day you said you wanted ivy. Now you want sunflowers? Woman, can't you give your husband a break? It's going to take forever to get to the Log Hill Wildflower Garden.
The old man clucked and grumbled as he packed his bag.
The clue here is that you need to check the sunflowers at the Log Hill Wildflower Garden, so go to Fiona Plains Tripod. When you arrive there, go up a little to the sunflowers that are next to the handcart. Pick up the seeds to uncover the second part of this story.
Oh, look how vivid its color is. My wife would love it. I wish she had come here with me, that lazy hag.
The old man carefully picked seeds from the sunflower and planted them in his garden in Prideholm.
Yes, you guessed it. The clue tells you to go back to his house in Prideholm. This time, go straight to the sunflowers there and search them for the last part of the story.
Thanks to the fertile land, warm sunlight, and the old man's care, the sunflowers had grown as tall as he was. Like a farmer about to harvest his yearly crops, the old man smiled proudly.
Woman, see my skill? Tell me if there's another geezer in Rethramis who can grow sunflowers as good as I can.
It seems that his wife passed away in the meantime, so I'm not sure if she was able to see the sunflowers grow up, but I like to believe she did. He grew the sunflowers for her, they were her last wish, and he did a spectacular job caring for them. And that's it! You have now all 7 sad and beautiful hidden stories, and are one step closer to completing the Rethramis Tome. Hope you enjoyed this video and join us next time for checking the another stories of the Rethramis Tome. XOXO, DreamCraftWD.